Okay, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia. It's the only live online morning show. Picture time. Go with the... Now, we talked about moving the needle here on the House of Representatives and what will happen. So there's a lot of talking heads out there that are saying that they're saying that the House of Representatives is gone. That's what they're saying. That's going to go to the Democrats, all right? And that Republicans will retain the Senate. Now, this is the talking heads out there, all right? I, for one, don't believe it has to be that way. I am concerned when I see of who has the enthusiasm, all right? And, you know, we can get 25, Democrats to come out to see Sarah Riggs Amico, the Democrat candidate for the lieutenant governor, on a Sunday afternoon in Gilmer County. Well, Brian Kemp was just up there last week, and he did one round there, and there was hundreds everywhere he stopped. Okay. I keep telling you, all they need is their 5% in these counties. They just need that 5% that they have not gotten in the past, and they're working for it. Okay? Now, I was looking for number 26. Give me that one for a minute. Number 26. Common Cause. Tonight at the Gilmer County Library, okay, 6 to 8. Take Our Democracy Back, okay, or Save Our Democracy Tour. Common Cause, all right? And they are hiding it under the Save Our Democracy, but it is Common Cause up here at the Gilmer Library at 6 o'clock tonight, 6 to 8. And I'm going to go up there and see what their game plan is. Now, here is something I want to tell you, all right? Here is the, I forget her name, but let's just go with number 18. There's Alyssa Milano, number 18. She is the one that sent out the Me Too, Harvey Weinstein, and when that started, she did hashtag Me Too or something like that on Twitter, and now she's a big Me Too star, and there's Chuck Todd, and the lady on the far right is the head of the Me Too movement. I got to get her name. Type in the name, head of the Me Too movement and see what comes up. But she is the head of the Me Too movement, and yes, they did a segment on Me Too there with Chuck Todd on NBC. Now, things like Me Too, every single thing you could think of on the Brett Kavanaugh confirmation hearing for 45 minutes, I did with a panel of Democrats yesterday, about 10. Okay? I'm going to put that up later today. So there is the Me Too movement right there. And yesterday, you remember Chuck Schumer came to the floor, and he said they would do anything to stop the Republican nominee for the court, okay? Anything. They would do anything to stop him, all right? And they did. I mean, we got Christine Blasey Ford. We've got a false accusations, my opinion. And we have a Me Too at the last minute. Anything they could do, the dirtiest, nastiest, lowest trick they could do. It's almost like Me Too is in a glass and it says break glass in case of emergency. Now, I am one concerned, all right? I am concerned. What's the name? Tawana Burke, right? Tawana Burke, yes, that's on the right there. She's the head of the Me Too movement, all right? So I, for one, am concerned on the casual use of the phrase Me Too, the hashtag Me Too. And what lengths will they go to destroy somebody to get what they want? Now, let me read once again, and we'll do this, and then I want that Me Too video, and I'm going to explain that first before we go into it. So the President of the United States sent out a tweet I had it here just a second ago. He sent out a tweet that said, just a second. Bear with me, folks. I've got it here. It won't take but a second. Leave them up there. This is the Me Too, okay? You don't hand matches. Now listen to this. So, meaning they could strike a fire at any time, okay? The Democrats are geared up to destroy anything that we have a vivid memory of normal. You don't hand matches to an arsonist, and you don't give power to angry left-wing mob, and that's what we've become. They've become, the Democrats have become too extreme, too dangerous to govern. Republicans believe in the rule of law, not the rule of a mob. So yesterday, and I'm worried about, I hear that you don't give matches to an arsonist, okay? And I think about that, and the comment that was made yesterday was made just so passive, but I picked up on it, all right? Now, Sarah Riggs Amico, nice lady, she said she would be on my show. Two things. Democrat candidate for Lieutenant Governor of Georgia said she would come on the show, so we need to contact her, Sarah Riggs Amico. And second, she said if I could get Republican candidate Jeff Duncan to do a one-on-one with her, just name the time and she would be there. Now she told me that. And I made a joke. I said, hey, I got witness here. She said, you get Jeff Duncan one-on-one, I'm there. So there you go. So anyhow, but she's answering questions to a group, and I have all the video. I can put it up later. She answered questions, and somebody wanted to know what the role of lieutenant governor is, okay? And what's the responsibilities? So she goes into, she doesn't say this in my words, the God forbid anything happen to the governor. If something happens to the governor, then your lieutenant governor succeeds the governor. Anytime the governor is out of state, we don't realize it maybe, but anytime the governor is out of state, your lieutenant governor is actually the acting governor. So if your governor visits New York or visits the White House or wherever and is at a conference, even if it's 6 days and there's an emergency in the state of Georgia, the lieutenant governor has the power to sign paperwork or act as the governor. All right, and if the governor can't get back immediately. Governor's out of the country, or God forbid, something happened. So those are listed things of successions or the responsibilities. I got concerned on why she had to go to this extra little bit, and I want to play the tape. You got that video? Listen to this video. Get ready to play it twice when I call it back up, okay? One time, play it, and then come back to me, and then we're going to play it again.
I always call it like, the most undervalued office in state government here in Georgia. Many people understand that God forbid you ever need it, there is succession. So if the governor is out of the state, you're acting governor, or if God forbid they're removed from office, you become the governor in succession. And I would say normally that's probably a very unlikely event, but let's be honest, if we had Governor Brian Kemp in sort of the Me Too era, I'm not sure that it's guaranteed he'll make it 4 years. Or scandals, or what have you. I mean, stuff happens, right?
All right. All right. Stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. I just can't believe, if I was Republicans, I'd be looking at that. Is that the Democrat game plan? Was I in the room hearing the plan B? Did you hear her say? Did you hear her say, and I don't know why she said this, but she made it part of, if we have a Governor Kemp during the Me Too era, I don't know if he'll survive 4 years. Stuff happens. Whoa. Do they plan it all across this country? Do they plan it nonstop? Now, this time that you've heard it, listen to the list one more time. That's all I'll play it. I want to play it one more time. And here, Sarah Riggs-Amico, Democrat for Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, say a Brian Kemp governor in a Me Too era. I don't even know why that's on the list in a serious conversation of what the succession is for governor to lieutenant governor. Why would that make the list? She goes on to say even a scandal, but that would be a scandal, huh? So let's play it one more time, Josh.
I always call it like, the most undervalued office in state government here in Georgia. Many people understand that God forbid you ever need it, there is succession. So if the governor is out of the state, you're acting governor, or if God forbid they're removed from office, you become the governor in succession. And I would say normally that's probably a very unlikely event, but let's be honest, if we had Governor Brian Kemp in sort of the Me Too era, I'm not sure that it's guaranteed he'll make it 4 years. Or scandals, or what have you. I mean, stuff happens, right?
I'm not for sure he can make it 4 years. Stuff happens if we have a Brian Kemp in the Me Too era. See, she said, if removed from office. Why couldn't that have been period, just left there? Why? Just left there. If you're removed from the office, the governor's removed from office for any reason, she would be the succession if elected, okay? Period. If the state of Georgia, Brian Kemp, I would be concerned this morning that somebody went through the state and actually made the comment and put a Brian Kemp governor in the Me Too era. I don't know if he'll make it 4 years. I would take concern with that and issue with that. But is that the game plan nationally? I'm a nervous wreck if that's the game plan nationally. I'm serious. That bothers me. Is that the game plan nationally? Me Too, anytime they need to. One more time. Don't hand matches to an arsonist, and you don't give power to an angry left mob. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a brief break, and I'll come back and set up the end of the show.